We have some really amazing things that just happened here today, guys. I'll save the best for last, of course. All I ask is that if you enjoy talking about XRP and XLM digital assets, please leave a comment below, hit the like button, and share the video widely to let others know what is really going on in this digital revolution. After all, the largest US bank was just founded today. JP Morgan Chase reports purchasing spot Bitcoin ETFs. Hold on, I thought. Jamie Dimon claimed that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency scams are all going away, but it appears that he has been lying the entire time. Of course, we already knew that, but in addition, the third largest bank, which is Wells Fargo in the US, releases files related to Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs so you can see what's occurring and observe a trend between what they say is happening and what is actually happening. Ashley Prosper can be followed professionally on Twitter, or X can be followed formally. These two items were shared on Twitter and seem to be related. Master JP Morgan, Visa, Tapas banks like Wells Fargo are exploring shared technology for tokenized asset settlements. This has all been going on behind the scenes for the past while. Ripple, Casper, and the constellation of XRPL Labs, who recently discussed breaking time on the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, which is partnered with Hedera and Algorand. However, as all of this is going on, the biggest and the best are accumulating and putting their all into distributed ledger technology, so we know that Ripple is connected to them all. Looking a little bit closer, billionaire real estate investor Barry Sternlicht says he now anticipates at least one bank failure per week. Barry Sternlicht, the CEO of Starwood Capital and a billionaire real estate investor, recently said, listen, this is crazy, one bank failure every week in the United States regarding his predictions. Given the continuous pressure from interest rates and inflation, he is concerned about the more than 4,000 banks in the United States and how the puzzle pieces are fitting together to form a bank collapse. Tether, the largest stablecoin after Bitcoin Ethereum with a market capitalization of 110 Doge Bank points, is being warned by Doge Bank as the digital revolution sweeps in, and this is how the transfer of wealth occurs now. Considering Tether's history of making false statements about reserve stocks, analysts were reminded to look at this. It doesn't seem like they can be trusted, but they are transparent, connected to some of the best banks in the world, and have a stablecoin that will be available later this year. I also have to give a shout out to Stellar for the release yesterday. I was unable to get it added to my video because I got into a little rant. If you want to laugh, watch yesterday's video. I got fired up, but leading institutions select Stellar for real-world asset tokenization. First of all, we recognize that they are leading the way with Franklin Templeton and currently on the largest percentage of the market that has been tokenized. Check this out. We've been discussing what's really happening in the digital revolution versus what's been planned for years. So I say that jokingly. Wisdom Tree Prime, which is based on Stellar, is now available in 41 states, representing 75% of the US population. What beautiful timing, what perfect timing. What they're claiming now, guys, is that Brad Garlinghouse's whole world-class interview is released by XRP drops, and Chris is correct. Brad, you are one of our heroes, and I want to play that for you right now. In the last 50 years, inflation has caused the value of the US dollar to decline by nearly 90%. Amazing opportunities and tailwinds for value creation have resulted from technological advancements. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple Labs, a blockchain payment solutions company, says that if you don't take risks, you'll die. If we don't try and fail a little bit, we won't try. What are some of the most important lessons you've learned about attracting and landing plus talent that players want to make a difference in the world but can't seem to find? With Cash, one of my favorite profiles for finding talent is hiring failed entrepreneurs who have worked in the most volatile industry we've ever seen. What has been your greatest high and lowest low? If you go back to when we were sued, it was a pretty dark time where Ripple taught us that we had won everything we cared about. However, that wasn't just a ripple for the industry, it was a big high. If you could convince everyone that one thing is true, what would you want people to believe? That comparison is the thief of joy, realizing that your happiness is independent of another person's happiness is extremely important. Any forecasts you have for the next cycle are also extremely important to the world. Finally, guys, as we look at this market, we see a very big sell-off here today. Newbies are getting. I know many of you have been in this market for years, and when they give you all this noise to distract you from your work, and then boom, we'll get interest rates cut or some big catalyst, and it will send this market roaring, soaring. For this reason, I say we need to be prepared. We need to be ready for that explosion. Jack Dorsey also says the price of Bitcoin will go beyond 1 million now, if this is true. We can look at the data and the opinions of analysts, and we already know that the money is going to blockchain technology and this new innovation that the industry is experiencing. Improvements keep coming, and as I just demonstrated to you, the biggest and best banks who are once again collaborating with Ripple, connected to Ripple, are getting in a big way. This is where the real big money enters the picture. It's not little amounts of money like you and I make in retail. Rather, the big money and the big institutions will enter the market in a big way, and they will be pursuing high quality digital assets once more. not the Shitsui news and the meaningless meme coins that are floating around that are done on JPEGs. They are pursuing the XRP and the XLM, the XLM, the XDC, the Quant, the Hadar, and the world's algorithms. Now, Chad Steingraber has saved the best for last for you guys. According to a press release from SBI, Japan will launch the XRP PL validator. This just broke here today and is so beautiful that I want to read it to you as soon as possible. SBI hereby announces that they will start operating a node as a validator on the XRP ledger, a layer 1 decentralized blockchain. Begin, and I have it on my profile, and I'm going to leave a pinned comment below Team X with my free Telegram, so feel free to join us. However, guys, let me just say, isn't it beautiful and amazing to know that you are on the winning team? Share this content widely, watch it again, and educate others on the ins and outs of the digital revolution.